Alrighty guys, good afternoon and welcome to today's broadcast. I'm Go4WoT and today we've got first up a match between these two guys here, the SuperNoobs and MoA. So we've already got the tank picks underway, that is all looking good. Let's go ahead and maybe even have a run through of these tank picks here. So let's take a little look at those ones. Of course, we have had a few little delays today, unfortunately, but hopefully those should well, just about be sorted out and finished. So that is the good news. Let's go ahead and, in fact, just tick that one as well while we are at it. So let's run through the tank picks. First up, we had the 2 RUs picked from the SuperNoobs side. MoA picked the 1 RU, the T54LT. Then we had another 2 RUs, 2 T54LTs, 2 M41s. So that American M41 Bulldog coming in there. And then, interestingly enough, we've actually got some LTTBs, which we have not seen in a while. So I'm actually pretty excited to see those ones. We'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe they're the new meta, the LTTB. So let's definitely keep our eyes on those over for the MoA side, of course. But right now, in fact, I think what we may even do is just quickly pop that one over there. That's looking good. So alrighty, and pop in a couple of titles as well. Oh, that's, in fact, let's not do that just yet. Alrighty guys, so just going to jump back here very quickly. Alrighty. Okay, so that is looking good. We're going to be jumping right back into the game now once we've fixed this little issue up here. Okay, so MoA, of course, on the left. Where are we? Okay, just finish off that one, and on our right we do, of course, have the SuperNoobs. So let's fix that one up. That's looking pretty good, and then we can jump into the game. Excellent. So let's remove that one, apply changes, beautiful. Alrighty, so here we are, MoA taking on the SuperNoobs here on Prokhorovka for our first match of the day. And this is, of course, the ESL Go4WoT Asia Cup number 5. So right now we've got those T54s from the attacking side from the SuperNoobs. Actually, they're going to be rolling up the 1 line. So that's an interesting strategy. They're going to actually come under a little bit of fire here, and that's going to be coming out from the last and the rest of the SuperNoobs right here. The SuperNoobs are in light enough tanks that they can react to this fairly quickly. So interestingly enough, we haven't actually seen anyone drop just yet, but SuperNoobs, they're definitely going hell for leather right here. We've got Call Me Tenchi, who's just taken down Aircon there with his RU251. A track of Aku Sengal is hit as well, so he's in a little bit of trouble himself. In the meantime, Aku Gamer takes down ST NT Lock in his Bulldog, so that's going to be 1 down for both sides at this kind of minute stage of the match. Minute and a half so far right now, and some more tanks actually getting blown up right in the middle here. It is anyone's game. Both of the tier 7s from both sides have gone down, and these guys, we've got one T54 lightweight there, very, very low, dropped down to 197, dropped down to 0 by Call Me Tenchi, who racks up another kill, up to 3 so far in this round. And this is the sort of fast round that we love to see here on Prokhorovka. Look at that, Call Me Tenchi though, the star of SuperNoobs, in a little bit of trouble, gets rammed. The ram almost does it, not quite, as Tante ML gets taken down by Tangaroy. And we've got, again, 2 tanks left on either side. This is coming right down to the wire. Let's jump around a little bit. Now we can see Tangaroy doing some work there in his RU251. getting some shots across the AMX 1390, not quite able to hit him. We still have that T32 alive and kicking as well. Of course, with that heavy tank, going to be a little bit harder for the last to get into a position where he can actually fire upon MoA here, as we see Tangaroy going down. That's going to be the T32, the last tank standing here, and he's getting peppered from his side. The AMX 1390 must be running out of clips left in that auto-loader right now, though, of shells left there. Oh no, and look at this, the last, he's not able to get those shots. He needs to hit this next shot. He cannot miss it, but again, he's up against that T54 LT, so, oh no, he does actually hit the shot, but it does not destroy him. So, and he's probably about 2 hits from death anyway. Yeah, maybe even 3 with 554 HP left. Of course, the T54 there can dart around the rock for as long as he wants. In the meantime, we can see the AMX 1390 going to be reloading there, reloading that autoloader, and probably coming back into it fairly shortly. But either way, it is not looking good for the last here, as he's just playing ring around the rock. The track does actually get hit. He does take a hit and get the hit on towards that AMX 1390. Hit coming in from the T54 lightweight. Both of these light tanks are 1 hit from death right now. We've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, so they have time. I'm sure one of them is going to be going in towards the cap circle, but again, we've got this T32 here, 287 HP. The good news for him is that's probably 2 shots from these tanks, so he's actually getting himself into a very nice position right there. We can see the AMX 1390 bounces, although the T54 doesn't. AMX bounces again. 1 shot's all it's going to take. He takes out the AMX. Can he angle fast enough? No. That's going to be MoA taking out the win there by 41 hit points. Look at that. And let's go ahead and fix up that one as well. But wow, that is an impressive win there from MoA. My goodness, and came right down to the wire as well. So they have really got to be pretty happy about that one. MoA just able to clutch it in the last moments. Alrighty, so let's take a look now at the team score. We can see 2k damage from onto Tangaroy there. That T54 lightweight that survived. Paquinta. I'm gonna go with maybe even Jander. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jander there. 2.7k damage in his light tank. Very impressive amount of damage there for sure. So MoA coming into this one with a 1-game lead. So let's go ahead and reflect that on the scoreboard. Alrighty, SuperNoobs 0 right now. Okay, so here we go. We've got some repicks. Okay, so MoA have actually decided to stay with the tanks again. You know, that really could have been anyone's game. 1 extra ricochet for the SuperNoobs, or 1 extra. 1 extra hit for the SuperNoobs even, and it could have been their game. So really, no real reason, I suppose, to change it. Of course, we have changed up sides at the moment, so we can see MoA still confident with their T32. Actually, yeah, sorry, SuperNoobs still confident with their T32 this time on the attacking side. So changing it up a little bit there, but we've got 20 seconds left before we head in towards the battle here. So we'll be getting that one underway very, very shortly. Alrighty, let's go ahead and just take that one down a bit. Beautiful. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So here we go. Jumping in towards the second match today. SuperNoobs taking on MoA here. And we've got all of these guys heading towards the, well, there you go, the eastern side of the map. So they're going to be trying for maybe a 0-line hill push here with their tanks. And I don't really think we saw much coming out of these LTTBs here. Of course, the Tier 7 Russian light tank. Still have to keep an eye on them. That is a very big machine gun up the top there. Look at that. That is an impressive caliber machine gun. Don't see too many tanks like that, but interestingly enough, we're seeing the defending side, MoA, they're actually going on the attack. So maybe they were thinking that the push might come in towards that 1 and 2 lines there from the SuperNoobs, but it hasn't. The SuperNoobs, they obviously picked the right side to push down. That is, of course, the eastern side. So they're going to be getting on towards that 2 flag fairly soon as well. In the meantime, just getting themselves into the right positions. So some nice defensive positions, so that once MoA do push through on towards that 2 flag, they've got some really good firing spots, and they can get a bit of crossfire happening as well, which is exactly what they're going to be wanting on that attacking side. In the meantime, though, this RU251, you can see here, Faliska just starting around the place. He's actually might be running in towards that LTTB there. Yes, he does. So they proxy spotted each other. Don't think any of them are going to poke, of course. Whoever does poke first, probably going to eat a couple of shells from the opposing player's team. So that's not going to be happening there. But of course, MoA, they're going to have to turn it on fairly soon, because the SuperNoobs are capping up that base. It's up to 36 at the moment, the base cap. So right now, though, we are seeing the push coming into Faliska. Faliska getting dropped down already to 48% HP. They're down to 390 out of 1200 HP. Down to 8 now. One more shot's all it's going to take. Is managing to get a few shots himself and actually darting into the water. Now he's a little bit stuck in the water, but look at that. The other T-54 lightweight in trouble as well. So that's going to be Aku Gamer going down. Faliska down as well, 1 tank aside. But right now the push is coming on towards the SuperNoobs right here. MoA pushing strong, but the M41 Bulldog of Hien gets the final shot onto Aku Sengal there, and another one coming in for the SuperNoobs as Call Me Tenchi takes down Strike Freedom 86. This is looking pretty grim for MoA right here. Brilliant bit of play here from the SuperNoobs. As I say that, though, we see Strike Freedom going down again, and some of the SuperNoobs taking some shots, but I think this is looking a lot more convincing here. Oh, that was a nice shot that put the last on fire there, but of course had that extinguisher ready to roll, so put that out in no time. In the meantime, though, that's going to be Tangaroy taking down another one, taking down Tanta ML, and one more tank left. There we go, last one goes down. That's going to be Sarangadegul going down for a win. Yeah, to make a win for the SuperNoobs. Look at that. So evening it up a little bit there. SuperNoobs got to be pretty happy with that one. So 1 apiece here in our first match of the day. This is, of course, the round of 16. After this, we'll be heading in towards the quarterfinals. Let's go ahead and look at the training room now. So let's take a look at the battle results even. So up the top we have got the last there, T32, managed to put out 1.8 thousand damage over the course of that battle, so pretty impressive. M41 Bulldog actually really coming into its own. Anti-Lock managing to get 1.3k, Tangaroy at 1.2, Call Me Tenchi again in that RU251 at 1.1, so fairly standard picks there. Of course, we will be going on to our next map for this next match, the last match in the best of 3 here. So, in the meantime, let's take a look over on the other side. We had Tanta ML in that battle, topping it out for MoA. Managed to get 1.4k damage on that one. In the meantime, MoA Aku Gamer went 821, Aircon 753, and down the list from there. So, let's go ahead and draft on towards our next map, which is going to be Himmelsdorf. So here on Himmels, of course, we're going to be expecting some heavier tanks to what we just saw there on Prokhorovka. There's IS-3s which are already coming out, maybe a couple of AMX 5100s. Probably going to be expecting that those tier 7 heavies, so maybe some just regular ISs coming in here from at least one, maybe even both of these teams. So we'll have to wait and see what these teams decide to pick out. So IS-3s. What else could we expect to see here? Of course, we've got the AMX 110s. I really like the that 110, that Chinese heavy tier 8 tank here on Himmelsdorf. So I think I'm probably going to be expecting something similar to those ones. So IS-3s, AMX 5100s, and the maybe a couple of 110s if we're lucky. So obviously these guys just having a think at the moment, just waiting to see what they're going to be picking up next. So let's have a look at that. Okay, we've got still the LTTBs. Yeah, and I really, to be honest, those two Tier 7 LTTBs that we saw in that last match, they were just completely outclassed by the Bulldog, by the two Bulldogs, in fact, coming out from the SuperNoobs. So, yeah, really not too sure about those LTTBs. Maybe a reason why we don't see them much. Of course, if you head over to Europe as well, the recent Wargaming League international finals for season 5, I do believe. I don't think we saw many LTTBs there. Could be wrong, but really is those RUs that all of the European teams prefer. The RUs, the T54 LTs, they're a huge pick over there. Alrighty, getting small picks in. We've got 2 IS3s for MoA, so both teams with 2 IS3s at the moment. 2 AMX 5100s from Call Me Tenchi, so nothing too crazy coming out there of SuperNoobs, playing it nice and safe with their picks early on. I personally wouldn't mind to see, I really think that one of these days a team's going to pick I don't know, maybe a Russian TD, something like that, maybe on Himmels. Yeah, and it's going to work, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. For now, though, teams just thinking about what they're going to be picking up next. And we've got, I think, 10 teams in our cup today on our bracket, so I'd has to guess and say that quite a few teams may have been sitting out to watch the I think the recent boxing match that was happening. That certainly had an impressive prize pool at the moment, though. These guys going to be coming in with their next picks, 150, 100, 1 IS3 coming in for MoA right there. So getting a couple more standard picks in. So currently MoA have got I've got one more IS3, I do believe. Yes, they've got one more IS3, one less 5100 than the SuperNoobs right now. So okay, 2 ISs coming in for the SuperNoobs. And then we've just got 2 more, potentially, yeah, I could see 2 ISs coming out of MoA. I think the SuperNoobs this time, yeah, the SuperNoobs are going to be defending, so does make sense to go for those ISs. Obviously, on the defensive side here on Himmels, there's not a huge amount that scouting can really get you. I mean, you're either going to have tanks coming down generally around towards that 1 flag or through the hill on towards that 2 flag. So definitely one of the maps where scouting not quite as valuable. Right now, though, we've got 2 ISs picked there. Yes, we've already been through that one. 150, 101 IS6. Okay, that's interesting. Going for the IS6. Wow, the T32 last. Just trying to think about it. I don't actually think we've had any IS6s picked at all. But, of course, the IS6 Soviet Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank, available after patch 0.7.3 in the store. It's got that big 122mm cannon on it with a fair amount of penetration, particularly with the premium shells there, 217. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually works out for them. Of course, the gun is probably the weakest point of the IS6 there. Fairly inaccurate, and the penetration isn't quite up to it, but definitely has that armor that the IS is known for, and a fair amount of mobility as well. Who knows? It could even be a tank that Percenter just likes playing. So let's go ahead and take a look at Percenter's profile there. And yeah, there you go. Look at that. So played a lot of the IS6. Managed to get 64% win rate with that one, which is pretty nice. And yeah, lots of good stats there. Average experience per battle 1k, damage caused to enemy vehicles 2k. Well, if you can pull out a 2k game, this game, then it's definitely going to be worth it. Alrighty, ready. So in the meantime, though, we've got T32 last, AMX-12T last for MoA. So MoA, of course, being on the attack, going to be wanting that AMX-12T. Of course, that tier 6 tank can cap as well as any tier 8. So alrighty, here we go. So let's load in towards Himmelsdorf. I'm going to be rolling out with the guys from the SuperNoobs here. And we've got MoA on the other side. So it seems like today's tournament, we've got some really high-profile matches early on. So it should be a very fun tournament today. Already started off with those brilliant battles that we just watched. And now the final in this best of 3 between these two guys, SuperNoobs and MoA. So 10 seconds left until we get this one rolling. And probably going to be expecting some fairly standard defensive positions coming out here from SuperNoobs. Not really a great amount of ways that you can play. You can play here on Himmelsdorf, but who knows? Might see one busted out. Right now, though, we've got NT lock. It's going to be rolling around the place. And looks like he's actually positioning fairly aggressively with this AMX 5100. We don't always see these heavy tier 8s going straight towards that kind of E1 line, but obviously going for an aggressive defense, which is pretty interesting to see. So we'll have to wait and see whether that actually pays off for him or not. In the meantime, though, we've got this AMX 12T Aku Sengal. Not going to be doing too much there. And look at this, all of the tier 8s from MoA right here. They're actually going to be grouping up right on that G7 square around this area here. So looks like they did manage to get a hit on towards that IS3 of Lysandra. I don't think. Okay, no, we did have the AMX 5100 there damaged out. So looks like one of the AMXs on the MoA side going to be hurting a little bit. Of course, these IS3s angling nice and well with their heavy frontal armour. Definitely have to hit the right spot to pen them, even at this tier. And let's go ahead and have a look at that IS6 actually, if we can flick over towards this one. Yeah, so here we are, we've got the IS6, and it looks like, yeah, IS6 is actually leading the charge here. So, going to be coming across as he's just been overtaken by a team member in that IS3. So, yeah, Janda going to be rolling out again, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some shots coming down this street right here from Feliska. There we go, some shots traded. Nothing actually connected though. The strong armour of that IS3 may have even ricocheted that one from the MoA tank. Right now, these guys are going to be pushing fairly soon. We still have that AMX 12T of MoA back in that K2 area, K2, K3 area. So it is a slow push right here from MoA. SuperNoobs holding fairly steady. They've kind of got their tanks in some pretty good positions, I want to say, but these guys, MoA, going to be rotating fairly quickly from the looks of it, but they're going to actually need to rotate fairly quickly, because the timer now, we can see at the top right there, countdown clock down to 3 minutes and 55 seconds. So these IS3s really going to have to make a move for it, and that's exactly what they're doing. So we can see Strike Freedom here. He's going to be positioning his tank, seeing if he can get some shots. Oh, look at that. That is tricky. Oh, and the perfect ricochet. That is how you angle an IS3. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Absolutely perfect there. And managed... Oh, no, that one actually hit there. So the T-32 from the last, managing to get a penetrating shot there, and boom, Strike Freedom hits the terrain near the last. So last going to be hurting, but these guys, they need to make a bit of a move for it fairly quickly, I want to say. Of course, this is a perfect sort of position for a T-32 to hide. Hold down. And oh, if we can just get the camera there, look at that. And it's going to be very, very hard for these IS3s, even with their pretty top tier guns, to penetrate the frontal turret armor here of the last. And you can see that building there, just hiding out that weak spot, the viewing port up the top there. So right now, Lysandra going to be rotating back. Now these guys, they only have 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to actually make this push work, so they're really going to have to make the play now. It looks like 2 of them on MoA have actually already rotated back. The rest of them might be looking for a firefight here in this street on the D line. And that's exactly what's going to get what they're going to get here as Tante ML takes a shot, dropped down to 80% HP there. Is he going to take another one? Not quite, before he ducks behind that building there, as the rest of those IS-3s going to be rolling up. We've got a few tanks, 2 AMX 5100s going to be rolling up that 3 line up there, getting some shots across on towards the SuperNoobs. So this is where we're going to be seeing them do battle here around this D3 area. So MoA going to be pushing out right now. 1 shot already coming on towards the IS-3. 2 shots. Another shot immobilizes the track there. Oh no, 745 damage just like that onto Tante ML. And look at this, the push is coming in from the SuperNoobs. They're going to be rounding the corner right now. The first kill goes towards the SuperNoobs. Hien taking down Strike Freedom. Another one. Call Me Tenchi taking down Aku Gamers IS-3. There we go. Finally a kill for the... Oh no, not finally a kill for the opposing side. That was another kill. MoA goes down. Another MoA member goes down. Can SuperNoobs... will any of their tanks get destroyed this match? 1 minute and 15 seconds left. This push has failed from MoA. SuperNoobs, it is almost a matter of just cleaning up right now. They have a few of their tanks a little bit low on HP, but really that just not look like it's going to matter for them right now. So Aircon does manage to put down Call Me Tenchi and his IS there. Lysandra takes down Aircon right after that, though. This IS-3 Saranga Degel, oh no, has no repair kits left. 1 more shot's all it's going to take. Who's that going to come in from? He's not even bothering to move. There we go. Comes in from the last, and his T-32 AMX 12T, the last tank standing right there. So that's it. Boom. NT-Lock takes him out. So the SuperNoobs going to be taking out that best of 3 and proceeding in towards the quarterfinals in a very well fought best of 3 match. Okay, so there we go. 1.9k damage there on Tang Haroi. Very well played to all of those guys. GG's in the chat there as well. Alrighty, so we're going to be heading off to a bit of a break now, guys, and after this we'll be bringing you the next quarterfinal match. Have to find out what that one is, but don't go anywhere. Be back soon.